Faithful, what's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. We got a great game coming up against some good old Philadelphia Eagles back in the Bay, Levi Stadium on prime time. Sunday night, baby. The whole world gonna be watching. I can't wait for the red and gold to show up and show out. Now let's get into that week 4 preview against some good old Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go. Faithful. The Eagles have yet to win a game this year, but they are hungry. They're a desperate team, and they want to win this game against the Niners at all costs. Now, I'm sure the Niners offensive coaches schemed and game plan for the Eagles' best asset. And the Eagles' best asset is their defensive line. They have studs on the defensive line. It starts off with Fletcher Cox up the middle, and it'll be an interesting matchup between him and our interior offensive line. And because he is an all-pro player, I feel like there's Aaron Donald, and I feel like Fletcher Cox is right under him. So it would be a great matchup between him and our guard-center combination. Also, the Eagles have a pass rusher in Brandon Graham. He's pretty good. He leads the team in sacks this year. And I'm not sure which side he'll line up. He may rotate. He might be on McGlinchey's side or Trent Williams' side. But whatever side he's on, it's going to be a great match between the tackle and Brandon Graham because he's an elite pass rusher. Also, on the interior of the defensive line, the Eagles also have Malik Jackson, who had pretty good years in Jacksonville and Denver, and now he's with Philly. So that Eagles defensive line is pretty complete. And I can't wait to see them match up with the 49ers offensive line. I believe whoever wins that battle will win the game that day. The Eagles don't have any notable linebackers, no household names yet. So I feel like the Niners can capitalize on that through the running game. And also with Kittle coming back, he's expected to play, which I'm so excited for. Kittle should have a big game. And also with Ross Dwelly in the passing game. I feel like our tight ends are better than their linebackers, so we should be able to exploit that matchup. Also, the Eagles secondary, they did pick up Darius Slay in the offseason from Detroit. Anybody who's been watching football long knows Darius Slay is one of the top cornerbacks. So we'll see how he plays against our receivers. And the Eagles, they have some solid safeties. So we'll see how that matchup materializes. I feel like the Niners will have an edge offensively going up against the Eagles defense, and we'll see how that plays out on Sunday. Carson Wentz has had a down year. I mean, this guy is a turnover machine. He's already thrown 6 interceptions in 3 games, and this could be because there has been injuries along the offensive line and also his wide receivers. I mean, the NFL game is all about the war of attrition. The Eagles only had 1 active wide receiver at yesterday's practice, and so that means Deshaun Jackson most likely won't play. Alshon Jeffrey most likely won't play. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside won't play. And I believe Jalen Reagor, I think he's out for the year. I believe he's on IR. So the only active wide receiver that the Eagles have is Greg Ward. So this could be why Carson Wentz isn't playing as well, but this is something that the Niners should be able to capitalize on. But we do have to look out for Zach Ertz. We all know Zach Ertz is a beast. He's coming into a contract year with the Eagles, and that's definitely someone that we'll have to guard. That most likely will be Wentz's number 1 target in the passing game, Wentz and Ward. But I think our defense should be able to maybe not neutralize them, but at least they won't be able to have big plays on Sunday night. Possibly the Eagles' best weapon, their running back, Miles Sanders. He's been limited at practice all week. But he does lead the team in carries and yards rushing, so he is an elite target out on the open field. So Carson Wentz, I'm sure, will want to use him, obviously, in the running game and in the passing game, and that's one of the keys for the 49ers on defense. You got to stop Miles Sanders, Zach Ertz, and also Greg Ward. Those are Carson Wentz's 3 main weapons. And also, Carson Wentz has been sacked 11 times this year, so there are opportunities for the Niners defense to capitalize on their offensive line. Their offensive line, especially their tackles, Jason Peters and Johnson, they have been banged up all year, so there will be opportunities for our defensive line to capitalize. So Kerry Hyder, Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead, they should have pretty good games against the Eagles front. And let's get into the 49ers side of things. Faithful. Jimmy G has not practiced all week. So it's clear to me that Nick Mullins will get the start this Sunday night against the Eagles. I'm excited to see. I want to see Nick Mullins in another game. I want to see how he performs against a better pass rush, a better defensive line. I mean, let's face it, the Eagles are a better team, at least on paper, than the Giants and the Jets. So I'm excited to see how Nick Mullins will perform against upper echelon of talent. And can't wait to see him on Sunday night. Kittle is expected to be back, so I'm excited for that. We'll see how he plays. I know he's practiced all week, so he should be a full go for Sunday. I believe, Mostert's out. Debo will be back. He's been practicing this week. So, but the Niners do have to activate him to the 53-man roster. I believe it's Saturday by 1 p.m. If they don't activate him, then he won't be able to play. So pretty much if they activate him, he's definitely going to play. So I'm excited to see, Debo, Ayuk, Sanu, Trent Taylor, Dante Pettis, Kendrick Bourne. I'm excited to see almost a full complement of offensive weaponry for Nick Mullins to use. I noticed in the injury report that Jed McKinnon suffered a rib injury during last week's game. So he has practiced this week, but a rib injury is probably one of the worst injuries to have as a football player, because especially at the running back position, because you're going to get hit at every down, every snap. So I'm excited to see McKinnon. Not sure how much he'll play on Sunday, but that gives an opportunity for Jeff Wilson Jr. and Jermichael Hasty. So I'm excited to see those two players. The running game last week I thought left a lot to be desired. I don't think that was Shanahan football. We didn't run the ball that well. So we are going up against, I feel, an even stronger, even better defense. So we'll see, if the running game could get back to playing at an elite level, or will Nick Mullins have to carry the load, which I'm fine with too. But I want to see, obviously, both units, passing game and running game, flourish. Faithful, we do have a few starters on the injury report on defense that definitely need to be monitored this week. Let's start off with Greenlaw. He still is questionable. He didn't play last week, so we'll see how he progresses through the rest of the week, and hopefully he'll play on Sunday. Also in the secondary, we've got 3 players that have been injured, and we need to monitor through the week. The first one is Mosley. He had a concussion in last week's game. He's still in concussion protocol, so we'll see if he even suits up on Sunday. Also, Quan Williams and Witherspoon are also questionable with their injuries. So, hopefully 2 out of 3 of those players play, because if not, then we'll have to go down further on the depth chart. And, that may not be in the Niners' best interest, obviously. So hopefully all 3 players play, but we'll see what happens. We'll have to monitor through the week. And let's get into the score. Faithful. I feel the Niners are better on paper, offensively and defensively. I think we'll control the game. I think we'll force a few turnovers on defense. And I expect Mullins to have a even better game. Maybe not better, but at least a similar game than what he had last week against the Eagles. I feel like he'll be even more comfortable in the pocket. And I expect the Niners to win 23-13. And I'm looking forward to seeing the red and gold back on the gridiron Sunday night in prime time, baby. And Faithful, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let a brother know in them comments. Do you think we'll win the game? If so, go ahead and predict the score. Leave that in the comments for me. And I got to thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and sharing the content. And once again, this has been another Jay and the Bay production. And I'll see y'all in the next one.